Hey everybody, so I just want to get on here real quick and kind of make a short video on different canine traps, what I think are the best ones. So what we got here, we got 4 different sizes. We got a 1.5, 1 3/4, number 2, and then number 3. So I'm going to go through kind of talk to you guys about each one. So the 1.5, it's a pretty small trap. It's only I think it's, I'm not sure, about like a 4.5-inch jaw spread or something. I'm not too sure, don't quote me on that. 175, a little bit bigger. Number 2, it's getting bigger than number 3, quite a bit bigger than any of the rest. So I'll set these real quick, show them. These all set, laid out here so you guys can kind of see different sides compared to each one of them. So same thing, 1.5, 175, number 2, number 3. So my recommended choice, if you're trapping like me, I'm in Pennsylvania, you're trapping coyotes, foxes, and coons. About it. So number 2, in my opinion, is like perfect. Not too big. You catch a house cat, like I catch a lot of house cats, so they're easy on their feet when you gotta release them. The number 3, the only reason I have that is because I beaver trapping it's on a grounding cable. But that's a pretty big trap. If you're going strictly for coyotes, then yeah, I'd say it's probably a good idea. Just a big kill area on that thing. And then, you know, the 175 is a real good trap if you're going to be catching a mixed line, fox and coyotes. That's real good. To hold a coyote any day. 1.5, it'll catch coyotes. It'll hold them good. I don't recommend it highly for coyotes. Foxes is a great trap, but I think for anything, I just recommend a number 2. Great trap. You also got to check your state laws. Like a number 3, I think is the biggest trap we can run here in PA. But you just check your state laws and see. So I'll pull out this 550 here. The 550, the MB 550 is my favorite trap. Let me bring this down to night latch. The nice thing about this trap, you get it out of the box, night latch, we don't gotta do like any work to it. The only thing I do is I crimp these things right here. The MB 550 is probably my favorite trap. It's a good kill area on, it's a good sized trap, lighting fast, super strong. Nothing's getting out of it if you catch it. Not gonna break it. Comes everything ready. I mean, night latch, everything perfect. I got this in a 2 coil. You can get 4 coil, but I like the 2 coil. I got offset jaws on it, which you don't know what that is. Offset jaws, you see that gap right there? That's called offset. So basically what that is here, so there's a gap. Just kind of lets more blood flow get to the animal, so it's super friendly on the animal. Super strong material too, like these don't break or bend or anything. The Bridger 175, it's a great little trap. The only problem I have, same thing, it's night latch right out of the box. Might have to bend the pan and the dog a little bit. But the only problem I have with this trap is the pan's super weak on it, and it bends super easy. But and then the 1.5 is the MB 450, which is a 1.5. It's pretty much the same thing as the 550. Like I said, super durable. Trap's solid. Comes like, I mean, that's like right out of the box pretty much. I didn't do anything to that trap. Sits perfect. So we're not going to talk much about the old number 3 because I haven't really trapped canines with it. So, thing is, the MB 550s are a pretty pricey trap. Same with the 450s. They're a pricey trap. You're trapping high traffic area. I don't think I messed these. I think these are like 750 or 1750 or something, like off F&T, I think. Compared to like, this is the Bridger number 2 dogless, which is also a very good trap. It's number 2. It's like 1250 or something. So there's a big price gap here. If you're trapping a high traffic area where you might get your trap stolen, I would go with like a number 2 Bridger. This trap comes pretty good stock out of the box. You might have to bend the pan down a little bit, but it's still a good trap. Hold the animals real good. Offset jaws as well. The one thing about the MBs too is they got the calf jaws. So I don't know if you guys can see, these jaws are a lot thicker. So there's gonna be a lot more surface area on the animal's wrist, so they don't cut as much compared to these. But you can laminate these. A lot of people do, and I probably will this summer too. Laminate these jaws. But so usually, like, they're kind of my go-to traps here. Plus the 450, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna probably gonna buy a couple of those this year. But the Bridger 175 Duke number 2 dogless, or the Bridger number 2 dogless and the MB 550, they're kind of my go-tos. With the Bridger 175, I recommend 4-coiling them. They're really powerful. They're not that powerful they're not that powerful on a 2-coil, but if you get a 4-coil on, they're super light and fast. But these are the main trap I running on private ground where I know they're not gonna get touched. I have a confidence that they're gonna hold the animal. These are good traps too, but don't let all this trap. There's so many forums and stuff on Trapperman and all that about what's the best trap, what's good for this and that. Just get what you can afford. A trap's gonna hold. All these traps are designed to hold animals. They're gonna hold them. You just gotta make sure you get a good catch on them, have good pan tension, have a good trap placement. They're all gonna hold the critter. These seem pretty good quality. They don't bend too much. These don't bend. But if you get like the Duke, I have a couple Dukes. Duke 550s, they bend pretty easy. You catch stuff, but like I said, check your state laws, make sure everything, you're good with the size trap, and don't stress about it. Get out there, have some fun trap. Buy what you can afford. If you can't think you have to have the 550s, don't spend all your money on 550s. Maybe buy some cheaper traps. That way you can maybe run a few more traps than you could. Just get out there, have fun, trap. Don't stress over it. Any of these traps are gonna hold animals. So yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys out a little bit. Just kind of talking about trap sizes.